as you get older, you change. Your body changes. Your heart changes. Your mind changes. How old are you, sir? 19? 18? So in 10 years, probably more than half of what you think right now is going to be different. Did you know that? That's good. That's a good thing, right? We want to change. If you're not changing, you're not living. So the question I want to pose to our panelists is, when you were in high school, how did you think differently than how you are right now? And we can start with anyone. Yeah, go ahead.
So in high school, when I come back to high school here, it brings back bad memories because I graduated high school, I'm embarrassed to say, with a 1.57 GPA. Where's the principal down here? That's horrible. I mean, 1.57. I hunted school. School was not for me. So I realized I had some learning disabilities when I was younger. I had a hard time reading. Attention deficit disorder, which was a diagnosis of taking drugs when I was in school, but nothing more. I could never do it. And I knew school wasn't going to be in my future. I knew that's what I wasn't in. So I had to be an entrepreneur. I had to look at what business was I going to start and how was I going to build it. And the business I started was the mortgage company. And that mortgage business, the industry was hot. So I thought it would be a great time to get into that because the industry was hot, people buying houses. Little did I know that crash was going to happen, like 8 years down the road. And then I lost it. Now I have no knowledge of the read. I still can't read. And what was it? I was going to go back to college, so I can read that myself and learn what I do now to figure that out. So the advice I would give you is, set your goals down.
All right, so how you get a lot of echo in the speakers? Yeah. All right, so I tell you, we're gonna 86 the mic. Yeah. So if you have a question, our panelists just project your voice. All right. So the question is to another panelist: when you were in high school, how's your mind frame different from when you were in high school to how it is now? Joshua?
When I was in high school, I wasn't shit. Plain and simple, guys. When I was in high school, I hated school. What I realized is not that I didn't like to learn, it's just I didn't like what I was learning. And I didn't care for it. Granted, you're underage, you gotta go through the system, you gotta go through whatever you have to go through until you get to the point where you can say, you know what, I choose not to do this, I'm much rather do this. In high school, I did just enough to get by, just enough to pass. I went to summer school, I did night school, I had to make up credit, I had to do everything to make up to move on in school. Right around the age of 22, 23, I started learning books like Think and Grow Rich. You might want to write some of these down. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, How to Win Friends and Influence People, business books that taught me how to think differently because I realized that I was at the state that I'm in because of the actions and thoughts that I had up here. And if I wanted to get to the next level, I had to be the next level. Huge difference. Read books is really what I would tell you guys.
All right. Any other panelists? How has your game changed, basically? Leon?
I was going to elaborate on what...
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, high school, I didn't hear my perspective. What I would share, how it changed is, in high school, I was the jock. I played football. I was a starting quarterback, receiver, played on the basketball team, played volleyball at an elite level. So I felt like my talent would always be there. It would take me wherever I needed to go. And I know many of you that play football and basketball, that's many of our guys' meal ticket out of here. And I'm here to say that I never would have thought that wasn't me. You can tell me that, not necessarily NFL, but you can tell me that I wasn't going to go somewhere and shine. And little did I know, because of the way I viewed life and I didn't care about my academics, it left me in a position. You said 1.7, 5.7. Yeah. I think he beat me by maybe a point. So low, my GPA was so low I had to get a GED to graduate high school. So that shows you. And then someone spoke into my life and got me to go to college, because I would say at that point in time, many of you guys are searching. You don't know. Not many people guys say, what do you want to do? Oh, I want to be a lawyer. You don't know. Let's be real. We don't know. The society doesn't program you, or our environment doesn't program you to say, hey, I need you to focus. This is what I need you to do. Okay? So we are searching. So that's what I did. I searched. I looked around. Someone pushed me, went to college, did 3 years in college. It's still not it. It's not the thing that, you know what you want to do, and when you know it, you take off. Still didn't know. Went to trade school. Little did I know that this would later in my life mushroom for me. It would mushroom and give me the skills I need to feed my 3 kids and my wife, my family, and very well. So I'm here to share with you guys that what you're thinking now, the only thing I can really tell you to do is try to stay out of negative situations, negative environments. And what I can tell you to do is keep searching. It's okay, positive things, Keep searching. I know you want to do music. I know you want to play football. But what if you get a ruptured Achilles like I have right now? What if that happens? What's the backup plan? Always be thinking, what's the backup plan? I want to do music, that's fine. But what's the backup plan if that doesn't work out? I want to play for the Dolphins. Anybody want to play for the Dolphins, by the way? No one plays Dolphins. But if that doesn't work out, what's next? So have a backup plan and set goals to do that. That's what I can share with you. So this is a very transition period. Do not give up. Don't be discouraged. Don't listen to people who say that you need to know this now. Don't get caught up in that. Just go in a positive direction, whether it be college, whether it be a trade school. I want to tell a lot of you guys, look at that option, trade school, and just get your hands familiar with some things. Go to school at night and get yourself into making money and to inventing yourself and doing some things. Because a lot of you guys are creative with your hands. And you need to, I can show you ways to exploit that and be able to earn a great income doing that.
One of the best examples is Magic Johnson. I'm going to stick with the theme of basketball. We in the gym, so hello. Magic Johnson, after he announced he was retiring from the NBA, he was trying to figure out what is he going to win into coaching. He figured that wasn't his passion. And he realized that opening businesses and giving people opportunities, that was his passion. He realized he loved going inside a community and opening up a business and seeing moms and dads get jobs to feed their families. Now he's a billionaire. Another example, Michael Strahan. Michael Strahan retired from the Giants, okay? And then he realized, or a lot of people realized, that he's good at talking. And people like to hear him talk. A lot of us are good at talking, but a lot of people don't like to hear us talk. But not only is he good at talking, but people who don't look like him like him. I'm gonna say that when you leave Booker T, when you leave your community, you're gonna be sized up in 3 to 5 seconds. They're gonna look at you and they're gonna label you less than 5 seconds. You can have a 5.7 GPA. I don't know if that's possible. I never had one. But they're gonna size you up. They're gonna look at the color of your skin. They're gonna look at your hair. And they're gonna size you up. But when you open up your mouth and you start to communicate, that's when you can prove them wrong. And I'm not saying you have to speak in perfect English and enunciate and use, gigantic words and stuff like that. Just know how to communicate with people. Look them in the eye and communicate. I'm sure when Joshua, when you do business, it's that handshake, it's that eye contact. That's what matters. So when it comes to knowing what you're good at, raise your hands if you know one thing that you are great at. Raise your hand if you know one thing you're great at. Tell me, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I'm good at making websites.
Making websites. Can that lead to money? Okay, we know that, exactly. Hashtag Mark Zuckerberg, okay. One thing you're great at.
Entertaining a large crowd.
Entertaining a large crowd. Can you make money entertaining? You need a college degree to do that? Nah, you don't. You don't. One thing you're great at. Writing. Stories, books, songs, what? Anything and everything. Like Michael said, 70% about 75% of the money goes to the songwriter. You guys ever heard of Lionel Richie? Burt Bacharach? You never heard of Burt Bacharach. You probably never heard of Burt Bacharach. But that dude's a billionaire. He don't perform, but many people have performed his songs. Dionne Warwick, the Isley Brothers. You've heard of them, right? They have sung his songs. So make a list, and I'll be honest with you. Write down your stuff. If you write it down, you're 42% likely to do it if you write it down. Make a list of the number one thing you're great at. Make a list of the number two thing that you're good at. And then write number three, what I would call your fence. What is your fence? What is your limit? What is something that you know you got to improve on? I know for me, being organized. My colleagues will tell you, my desk looks crazy. I know where it's at, but it looks crazy. It'll take me a while to find it. That's my fence. I got to be more organized. Figure out what your limit is. In basketball, if you don't shoot threes, why are you at the three-point line? That's not your game. Really? Dwayne Wade not shooting threes? Well, he started a little bit. He started a little bit. He ain't gonna be shooting threes in Chicago. Okay? So know your limitations. Now raise your hands if you don't know what you're good at. Be honest. Let's keep it real. Raise your hand if you don't know what you're good at. Got one. Got two. Anyone else? Raise your hand if you don't know what you're good at. Anyone? Now, the panelists. What advice would you give to these gentlemen who are not really sure what their strengths are? How did you find out your strength? I think Michael said he spent time cutting hair, about 4 years. All right, so Mike, give us some advice on how they can find out what their strength is.
First of all, you gotta figure out what it is that you can do. Like you said, if you don't shoot three-pointers, why you have to shoot nine? Not to say that you won't ever shoot three-pointers, but that's realistic. And you gotta make a plan to use that skill. How many of y'all play football? How many of y'all think y'all gonna be pro? Keep it gangster. So in order to do that, if that's your skill, you know what I'm saying? If that's your skill, how to get to the pro? Do they get players right out of high school? Not likely, not anymore. You understand what I'm saying? So I gotta set myself up to get in college, where I ain't got the money for college. Or I don't got nobody to do whatever for college. But it's a such thing as a scholarship. You know what I'm saying? And it's a such thing as being smart enough in school that you not only get an athletic scholarship, but if you are sharp enough in the mind, you go into college regardless. Whether you got a dime or $10,000. You know what I'm saying? But like he said, find out what it is that you're good at and develop those skills, harness those skills. Even if it's hard. Even if you really don't got the support you think you should have, keep pressing forward towards your goal. Whatever your goal is. And if you only do one thing every day towards your goal, like say for instance, if you are a rapper, you know what I'm saying? You may not be going to the Hit Factory studio to record today with DJ Khaled or Puff Daddy, but you could have laid some tracks today. You could have passed out some flyers. You could have shot your demo to some people. You understand what I'm saying? So though it's a small thing, you gotta do all of these small steps in order to get to your goal. Like for instance, when I came from prison as a barber, you think people trusted me to just jump in my chair? I don't know if you can cut, bro. So I had to play the role. I had to play the dope. I had to pass out my flyers. I had to do some free cuts. You gotta do what it is that you got to do. Develop what it is that you're good at. One thing I didn't know, people told me, boy, you need to get you a regular job and cut hair on the side. See, that wasn't no option for me because I knew I'm going to treat cutting hair as my job. I'm going to come work at 9 o'clock on the shop. And if my customer need me to be there at 8:30, I'm going to be there. Why? Because I want him to come. And I want him to come week after week to spend that bread with me. But if when he come at 9, I ain't there. I come at 10, and when I come at 10, I got some food, and I got some homework to do. I'm 8, he's waiting out, I get some food, and I got some homework. Or if I what if I'm not keeping up with the new style? What if I go out, oh, y'all got girls going on y'all ain't? What if I ain't my girl? So again, it's up to you to develop you and what you. I see a lot of y'all not getting involved and don't raise y'all hands for nothing. But secretly, y'all the ones that got the most questions. There is no dumb questions in here. You understand what I'm saying? The only dumb question is the one that's not asked. So let me ask this before I hand it back over to the moderator. Who know everything? You know everything? Good answer. But anyway, since everybody don't know everything, I really would love to see more participation. Because I promise you, it's something one of these brothers can give you that can help you in your journey. But again, the only way we gonna know is if you ask.
Todd and then Brandon.
So you guys don't hear me. I'm gonna throw a curveball to that. So instead of what you're good at too, what about what you like? And I'm gonna give you a scenario. So something that you enjoy doing. Just find something that you love doing, and then we're gonna focus on that. So you love doing, let's say you love Snapchat. What if I told you you can make $10,000 a month teaching businesses how to use Snapchat? It doesn't take an office to do that. It doesn't take, so find something that you like doing. It doesn't matter. If anybody tells you that it's a bad idea or whatever, find something you're passionate about that you love doing, that fires you up, and then be really good at that. Become an expert at it. And I promise you, people will pay you money. Right now, we're in the best opportunity. It's the best opportunity to film yourself on video and put that online and sell that content. You can make money doing that. So look at something, ask yourself what you like doing. If you don't know what you're good at, some of you guys said you said you're good at everything, right? You said you're good at everything?
He knows everything.
He knows everything. Some of you guys don't know what you're good at. That's okay. Find out something you're passionate about, whatever it is, and go after that. I challenge you to do that. You don't need to be in college to do that. You don't need a degree. You don't need it. Anybody can do that and make money, legitimate money doing that.
All right, Brandon.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Brandon Apollo. Sorry I was late. I was at those winners summit. My company, we train athletes in basketball and football. That's our for-profit. Non-profit, we do after-school programming, help you win at life. One thing that I took away from that summit was Coach Fulcher has a saying that you should get 1% better each day. So whatever you want to do, it's about taking your time and understanding what you really like he was saying, what you're passionate about. For me, I thought it was engineering. I played basketball at the University of Miami. I was in engineering, missing tons of classes, so I switched to business. But then when I started my company, before I started my company, I worked for one of the largest accounting firms, and accounting put me to sleep every day. It made me a lot of money, but it put me to sleep every day. So then when I started my business, it was just basically, I'm passionate about basketball. I'm passionate about basketball. So basketball, I'm gonna watch a basketball game no matter what, no matter if it's Harlem basketball team playing or the NBA. So that's something that's gonna make me always want to be better. So that's why I started a company to train kids in basketball. I stay young because I have to work out myself to help these kids, but at the same time too, it's something I'm passionate about. So everybody in here, you like something, and some of you love something, but at the end of the day, it's just about how hard are you going to work. Like Eric Thomas, everybody probably heard of him. He's like, when you want success enough where it's bachelor's degree, then you'll be successful. And the thing about it is, like, you guys got to really understand that sometimes it takes time out of all of the people who are here today to come talk to you. So a couple things you got to do is, one, you got to respect that time. The young person that listens to an older person, you're going to be light years ahead of everybody else. And also show respect. We're in a different time where kids today don't respect you. But I come from a school that you were paddled at the school. You talked out of line, you got paddled. Basketball practice, you missed a leg, you got paddled. You slouching, all you guys slouching, you got paddled. Sit up straight, respect yourself. See, sometimes it's how you perceive yourself, what you show to other people, that's how they take you. Like everybody who's still laying back in their seats, no matter what, if you ask me for something, I wouldn't give it to you. I wouldn't take you serious. But everybody else who might have adjusted themselves, I'm gonna take you just from them moving their body. So it's about things like that. So when you kind of see all those things, that shows you your passion, what you want to be. Then you just gotta work on it. I'm from New Orleans, I just work extremely hard. Miami's a very, so Miami's it's a slower city, right? But you can get a lot done if you move fast. That's why a lot of people from New York come here and are extremely successful.
Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
They're used to hustle and bustle. So here you can navigate fast if you want to move.
Yeah.
So if I say anything today, I just tell you guys, one, get 1% better each day. But two, find what you're passionate about. This guy say he makes websites. Be the best at it. Be an expert at it. The same thing, Mark Zuckerberg, like connecting people. Now he's a billionaire. Can y'all imagine a billionaire? So I know y'all heard the DJ Khaled song where he say, "Call me Billy." I know y'all heard that part. So it's cool to be a billionaire, but you have to do the things to become a billionaire. People are not going to give you money. It doesn't work.
All right, so how many of you have ever gotten rejected by a girl before? Be honest. Be honest. Come on now, be honest.
Right.
You don't put your hand up, then that lets you know you're not trying. Okay, put your hand down. Now, if you got rejected by that girl, how many tried again with that same girl? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so I want to talk briefly about how you respond to rejection and failure. Because I'll be honest with you, I heard all the success talks, I heard all the try your best talks and graduations, but no one told me that I would hear no. No one told me that, well, thank you for the interview, but we decided to go with someone else. No one told me that. Even when you worked hard, even when you prepared, and you had the perfect knot in your tie, and you thought everything was all good, there's still possibility for rejection and failure. It's a part of life. Now, my question to the panelists is, give us your most bitter experience of rejection and failure and how you responded to that. Anyone? Mike.
Like I said, I cut hair at someone else's shop for a time before I opened my shop. And when I felt I had everything together, and I was ready to step out there, I stepped to the owner and was like, if I gave you X, Y, Z amount of dollars or whatever, we go into business together. Man, pretty much laughed in my face. And that was my motivation to open a better shop. Because it was a nice shop. But in my mind, that was the catalyst to make me really, I gotta go hard. I gotta establish my own brand. You know what I mean? I gotta do this, I gotta do that. You know what I mean? So that type of failure and the naysayers, those that may doubt you, instead of allowing that mentality to discourage you, you should use that naysayer, that doubting mentality from the people around you as your motivation to succeed even more. You know what I mean? To even outstrip your own dreams. Sometimes, you look around and you want to do things a certain way, but in trying and giving it the proper effort, you even exceed the goals that you set for yourself. So never stop striving, never stop working hard.
Anyone else? Rejection, failure.
Best school you're gonna have. You ask anybody, look at any entrepreneur, look at Mike Tyson, look at anybody that has been named in history, they failed. And they're gonna fail, and I'll let you know right now, you're gonna fail. It's natural. If you do not know what you like doing, if you do not know what you're passionate about, that's okay. Go find out. You're gonna hit your head enough times. People say, you know what, this ain't working, but I like doing this. Let me try it this way. Anyone here ever play PS3, 4, whatever's out now, COD? Right? Did you sit down and start reading the manual before you started playing? Or you just jumped in and you started playing? You got killed a couple times, right? That was a failure. Now in life, if that happens, you know, that's it. But if you fail, you get up and you go at it again and again and again. One thing that I recently learned is to journal. Write down your thoughts. Whether it's in a song, whether it's in a poem, however it is, write down your thoughts and your experiences because you're going to learn from that. You're going to learn from that every single time you go at it and you go at it again. You've been rejected by a girl. That's okay. There's another one out there. Or go back to the same one and try a different approach. It's okay. It's going to happen. I failed so many different times with so many different things, and I still continue to fail. You see me in a suit, you see me in a tie, you see these guys looking nice, looking sharp. For every level, there's another devil. For every level, there's another devil. Just because you see this man driving his car, don't think that he doesn't have any problems. Don't think that he doesn't have any struggles. Guys, go at it and at it and at it. It's good that you may know everything. It's good that you may be good at a lot of things. Find your one thing. What's your one thing that you're good at?
All right, so I love music, and when Kanye West first came out with the album College Dropout, I listened to the album a lot. I'm gonna call it the album, whatever, it's the album, all right? So the last track is called, I think, Toast or Cheers or something like that. And he raps for about a minute, and in the last part, he talks for like 6 or 7 minutes, and he's talking about how he made it onto Rockefeller. And in the story, he talks about how he made beats for Jay-Z and Cameron, and they were seeing him as a producer. But he said, yo, I can rap too. But they didn't take him seriously as a rapper. So he made a whole bunch of beats for them. And if you listen to Jay-Z's Blueprint album, a lot of those beats came from Kanye. So Kanye thought he made it. They was doing a Rockefeller concert. He thought he was going to be at the show. Said, dude, we left 2 tickets for you at Will Call. You can pick them up there. Wow. So he accomplished something, but he realized that he hasn't made it yet. And he said it was that rejection after rejection after rejection that kept him trying to go to that next level. Trying to go to that next level. So even when you get to a point where you say, okay, I've made it, it's not over yet. And when you try again a second time, and a third time, we tell you to try again, but the real thing is, try again with more enthusiasm than you had the first time. Because what happens is you try and you fail, your passion goes down from 100% to 95%. You try again second time, 95 to 90%. And more times you get discouraged, nah, I'm good, I'm not gonna try again. But if you really want it bad enough, you're going to get more tenacious. You're going to get more desperate. To the point where you realize, and just like in the video, you realize that you need that opportunity for success just like you need that next breath. That's how desperate you have to get. But if you're not desperate enough, that means you don't want it bad enough. And that's a good thing and a bad thing. If the passion's not there, don't do it. Because I teach 180 days out of the year, Monday through Friday. I've been doing it 16 years. It's hard to do something for that long and not like it or love it. It's hard to be in a career, do something every single day, no days off, and not love it. That's why you have to do your passion. Once you do your passion, you realize it's work, but you enjoy it. You enjoy the challenge. There are a lot of adults who are looking for their second and their third career, and they 40, 50 years old. They went to college. They did grad school. And they said, okay, I'm a doctor now. But you know what? I don't like being a doctor. This ain't fun. I'm an attorney now. Nah, too much paper. Ain't going to court all the time. So even when you make it to a certain place, realize that you got to keep updating your software. How many have the iPhone? The iOS update, right? Did you get that last iOS update? Did you get it? You don't like it? Listen, someone texted me congrats, and I saw a balloon fly all over my screen. I got excited. But Apple's figured out that I can give you the device. And all we got to do is just improve some things every few months, and you can have those improvements. But if you get a device last year in this time and age, and you don't get updates, it's obsolete. Who still got an iPhone 4? Nobody. I mean, if you do, okay, listen, it's fine.
Sorry to hear that, but
All right, I'm sure it still works, but But Apple says, you know what? Even when we give you our brand new phone, it may not be perfect. So we're gonna spend some time to improve some things. We're gonna fix some things, and then you can update our new software. And hopefully you like it. But if some bugs, we're gonna try to fix that. So just like Brandon said, 1% better every day. What things do you do to improve yourself? Some of you in athletics, I know you go to practice, but do you practice after the practice?
practice?
Do you practice after the practice? What do you do to improve yourself? Anything, whether it be studies, whether it be website design, anything you do to improve yourself. First of all, does anything do anything to improve themselves? What do you do, sir? Say it again. Highlights of give me the sport. Say it again. A baseball. I like that. Why? A little bit louder, man. A little bit louder. Okay. All right, so when you look at the highlights, what are you looking for? Technique, you're looking for, okay. All right, you teach technique. Fundamentals. How important is proper technique and fundamentals in life and also in sport?
Fundamentals is your foundation. Like a lot of kids, every kid that comes in the gym now catches the ball and tries to shoot a three-pointer because of Steph Curry. And then you try to shoot, now kids are trying to shoot the ball and turn before the ball even hits the net. Now the fundamentals is you need to start on that box or in the paint to be able to shoot the ball there. Because every time you walk in the gym and you launch that three and it doesn't go in, and you get to the basket and you shoot a layup, layup's the easiest shot. So your fundamentals, you gotta have fundamentals in life and everything. Just how you were saying, each day, what do you do to get better? A lot of us, all of us in here need to read more. Like you need to read the Herald. That needs to be something that you can do. Everybody has a smartphone, so you don't have to buy it. All you have to do is just scroll on. Or if there's something that you really like for baseball, you need to read about baseball. But not just about playing baseball. Let's say you make it to the MLB. Why don't you keep working in baseball? Why don't you become a manager? Why don't you become a general manager? Why don't you own your own team? I think sometimes as a kid, we look at certain things very small-minded. Like we want to just play in the NBA. Yeah, that's cool, but all of us not going to play in the NBA. I realized my junior year, my stats were not NBA material. So if I do basketball and I work with players who eventually play basketball, we have a kid at Cal right now, starting point guard at Cal. Hey, but he's playing basketball. We have guys overseas who play basketball. So it's things that you can say in the sports. Alonzo Mourning talked about when he first met Bob Costas. Many of you may not know who Bob Costas is, but he's a reporter who's like this high. And Alonzo's 6'10". And he said, I wanted to go to the NBA. Alonzo was like, that wasn't gonna happen for me. But the guy said, but now that I've become a reporter, I've interviewed the best athletes of all time. He's interviewed Jordan and just everybody down the line. So he stayed in sport. So it's just looking at things differently, but that fundamental foundation, reading, fundamentals, it's important, man. You guys gotta really take heed to that.
Take out your cell phone, fellas. Take out your cell phone. I know you got them. You got the 4. Take it out. All right. Okay, I had the 4, man. I'm a teacher. I had the 4. One of my kids had the 5. One of my students had iPhone 5. It was not a good day for him. He got to help. Take out your smartphone. I'm gonna give you a couple books to type your notes. Okay. I don't know if you all will see us again, but I'm going to recommend some books to you that have changed my life. And I want each person from the panel to give a young man a book that has meant a lot to you. And just like Brandon said, reading's gonna change your life. Dr. King, Malcolm X, they were voracious readers. Read everything. So if you want to take your mind to the next level, you got to put doors in your mind. Some of our minds are like an efficiency. Some of our minds are like an efficiency. Only one room. Girls. Only one room. But as you get older, you smile, but as you get older, you realize you got to have more rooms in your head. You got to have more layers. So I'm going to give you one. The book is called Outliers. Outliers. Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. Okay? And Outliers talks about what makes the elite people elite, what makes them great. Like, are they born with the talent, or did they put the work in? Because some people think that talent is God-given. How many think talent is God-given? How many think that, how many think that if you put the work in, you can get the talent? Say it again. There you go. That's the key. You're going to have a talent, but talent doesn't equate to skill. Skill is the work you put in. The skill is the 500 jump shots Steph Curry shoot every day. Every day. And Reggie Miller, in my day was Reggie Miller. The 500 jump shots you're shooting every day. Ray Allen. That's working on the skill. It's Outliers. Malcolm Gladwell. You can search for it online. You search for it, you get books on your phone. It talks about what makes elite elite. And in the book, it talks about 18,000 hours, I think. Say it again? 10,000. I had 8. 10,000 hours. In order for you to master something, you got to spend at least 10,000 hours in that craft. So how many of you have played 10,000 hours of video games so far in your lifetime? Beyond, I know I have. I'm telling you I have. I'm telling you I have. Say it again? Yeah, Outliers. Oh wait, you want to repeat that? Questions. Who played 10,000 hours of video games in their lifetime? Then he said no. All right, bro, go ahead.
If you want the book Outliers,
Yeah.
copy in about 4 hours.
There you go.
So if you listen to it 30 minutes a day, you can get it written in 8 days, about a week, 30 minutes a day.
So YouTube,
Outliers, yes.
All right, so Outliers is mine. Another book from the panelists, a book that you recommend, Sergeant Mike.
Visions for Black Men by Dr. Naeem Akbar.
Oh yeah. Say it again.
Visions for Black Men is written by Dr. Naeem Akbar. He's a professor at FSU.
All right. Visions
For Black Men.
Visions for Black Men. All right.
And what it's really about is human growth and development. He gives the analogy of the caterpillar and how he goes through his metamorphosis to become what he's going to become. Like right now, you guys are young, you're in your caterpillar stage. But nobody knows when you go in that cocoon in your mind and decides what it is you want to be, how you're going to emerge from that. I really recommend that book. Again, it's probably online on YouTube. Check it out, Naeem Akbar.
Any other panelists have a book you want to present? I'm sorry, say it again. Okay.
For those that are black, that book, it goes to everybody. I'm a minority, I'm Hispanic. Born and raised in impoverished immigrant family. So I relate to a lot of you guys. That book is a good book. Napoleon Hill is the author. Think and Grow Rich is the book. That's one of the first books that I started reading. Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich. It all starts in the mind. Everything is created twice in this world, just so you guys know that. At the very minimum twice. This phone, before it became manifested into the physical, it was in someone's mind. Or in a group of people's minds. That's why the power of association is so powerful. Align yourself with people that relate to the vision that you have. Napoleon Hill, he talks about that in that book. Think and Grow Rich, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill.
Dale Carnegie, How to Influence Your Friends. It's a real good book as well, and he has many other. Dale Carnegie, How to Influence Your Friends. It's a very good book, and he has other as well. But once you'll find yourself getting with certain authors, and you will be able to read a lot of their work. Very beneficial. Very beneficial.
I told you guys I didn't read a book. I still haven't read a book because I can't. I wish I could, but you can do audiobooks. Just because I have a learning disability doesn't mean I can't consume that. So everything that we're talking about is so important. My favorite audiobook that I didn't read it, but I listened to it, is The 4-Hour Workweek. And it changed my whole business. My first company that I owned was a mortgage and real estate company. And I wanted my name on every building. I wanted to own everything. Back then, that's how young and dumb I was. And I realized I was signing bankruptcy papers about 6 years later. I went bankrupt. I lost everything. So I wanted to start a business that was virtual, that was more where I could use other people's skills to build this business. And I have an office now in India with 42 people in that office, and it was all because of that book, that 4-Hour Workweek. It basically makes you, who would like to work 4 hours a week? So read the 4-Hour Workweek. It's a great book by Tim Ferriss. Tim Ferriss is the author.
Since we're all males, everybody in here believes at some point you're going to be powerful. One of the most powerful people in the Bible was Samson. And what took him down? His hair, but his secret was his hair, but he told it to who? So the book you all should read is The Samson Syndrome by Mark Adams. Everyone in here, we believe that we'll be able to get out of every situation as a man. It's just something that we think. We believe that, all right, yeah, this girl will do whatever. This girl will do whatever. We keep repeating that until, oops, you slip up. When you slip up, that slip up could go public. Because some of you guys say you're going to be in the pros. How many times? Look at Derrick Rose right now. Read this book. Read all the books that they told you. I recommend you read all of the other books and then read The Samson Syndrome. And then go through those pages. Even at your age, you'll be like, oh, I did this for her, I shouldn't. You all have secrets that you have told someone that you shouldn't. Protect yourself.
Speaking on that one, man. Listen.
What's the author on that?
I've done it
Arthur?
too. Chasing the ladies, the ladies chasing you. You want to be the big player. Guys, there's nothing cool about being caught up sick. There's nothing cool about AIDS. Ain't nothing cool about HIV. Ain't nothing cool about having 5, 6 kids that you can't support. And to get caught up like that at the age of 15, 16, 17, whatever age, there's nothing cool about that. And I've seen that time and time again, something that you guys didn't know. I did 4 years in the prison system as a sergeant. I was on the other side of that door. And I've seen these dudes get these letters of these kids crying. Kids crying on the streets. There ain't nobody raising them. Kids raising themselves. The streets raising the kids. And that's the kind of cycle that we're going into. Focus on your game. Focus on yourself. Everything else will come. The money, they'll come. Trust me. The women, they'll come. Trust me. Focus on yourself. Don't worry about dude next to you. Dude next to you is worried about you. And y'all worried about each other. Come on, man. What is it that you want to get to?
Yeah, and that's a good point to that. One more thing. Do you realize the opportunity you have right here? I saw a coach mentioning people are slouching around. You're not. I mean, look at this opportunity you have. Entrepreneurs around here that you could potentially be. They can mentor you. They can teach you. A coach. If you're a basketball player, you might. If I was a basketball player in this, I would go right up to the coach at the end, shake his hand, get to know him, introduce yourself. Every time you go out of your house, it's an opportunity. You got to look at that like that. Every time you walk and meet somebody, it's an opportunity. So if I meet Mike right now and I say, you know what, I want to learn how to cut hair, do the same thing he did. He worked for a company for 4 years, and then he said, I'm going to do it better. You know what? Treat everything like an opportunity. So that means sit up straight, respect the people that are here. I mean, it's going to get you farther in life, guys. It really will. And this is the opportunity right now.
All right, so in that same
How to Hustle and Win by Supreme Understanding, The Art of War, Sun Tzu, and Autobiography of Malcolm X. That book right there changed my life. Before reading that book, I was in and out of jail, doing things I shouldn't have been doing, following people, following the crowd. I read that book and a couple other books, and they put me on the straight and narrow with the help of people around me, like these gentlemen you see here. All right, so take the time to read these books, check into these books. If you can't read them, go on YouTube, listen to them, but take the time to improve yourselves, man. Daily progress, daily process, and daily progress, all right?
To add to that, every we give discounted services to those that participate in our reading program. It's not just for the little kids, it's for the big kids. We have the books, we have the space. We even have people that will come out and read with you and to you if you can't read. For those that go more in depth and show me that you have completed these books. Not just played around to get a cheap haircut, but you completed these books, maybe give me a little book report. That's free service. You understand what I'm saying? And then the vice mayor in our city, for those that are excelling with it, really going hard with it, she has gift cards, GameStop gift cards, etc., etc. So, you know, reading is fundamental. That is the foundation of your education. Why do I say that? If I can read and comprehend, then I get an algebra problem, then I can read it correctly and work the problem all the way into the head. If I can read and comprehend, I'll understand social studies, I'll understand science, etc., etc. So though you may sleep on reading, reading is what opened up my mind. Reading, I believe, is what saved me while I was doing that time. If I tell you I read over 1,000 books while I was locked up. And again, though I was doing knucklehead stuff, getting in trouble, imagine if I would have read the books. That's what we brought all that out.
All right, so we have about 25 minutes, and I guess this last part, it relates to all of us, and all of us are males, okay? I don't know if you go to church, I don't know if you believe in God, but when my parents would drag me to church a lot, my dad would always say that, son, you know, you're a male, but you're not a man yet. And even when you grow up, that'll make you a man. He'd say, your penis don't make you a man. It's how you're responsible for the property and the people that are around you. Now, I have a daughter at home, her name is Kendall. She's 1. And as a father, I want her, when she gets older, to meet a gentleman and treat her with respect. Treat her like a lady. Hopefully in front of me, you know, not be disrespectful. But I want us to talk briefly about the challenges of the relationships that we have with the opposite sex. Now, let's be honest. Women are beautiful. Amen. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's try this again. It was quiet. I ain't saying
I ain't expecting you that quiet.
Some people still, you know, sit back. It's okay to agree. All right, let's try this again. All right, here we go. Women
do you agree?
Amen.
Do you agree?
Amen. With all these apps, I mean, y'all seeing women from all over the world now. Back in '96, we didn't have none of these apps. I saw whatever was on 27th Avenue, that was on 27th Avenue. Miami Gardens. Maybe I see a Hialeah, South of Lake Street every now and then. But the thing about growing older and dealing with and interacting with women is that you realize that relationships could be your destiny, lead you to destiny, but it could also lead you to destruction. And how you deal with opposite sex. How you deal with opposite sex, whether it be in a platonic friendship, whether it be in a professional area, whether it be in a personal relationship. That can really determine whether you end up your destiny or you end up your destruction. Back in high school, I played on the basketball team, and we had this dude, I'm calling his name because I know Cleon knows him. Oh. He was real good. But anytime you got an argument with his girl, his game suffered big time. So we tried to keep his girl and him apart on game day because she would come with all the drama and it would just drain all of his energy and all his focus. He would forget the plays and everything like that. But that's not in all cases. There are a lot of cases where a lot of married men have women who are married to women who have saved them, helped them stay focused. I want the panelists to talk about the blessing as well as the curse of the beauty of women. Go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead, Brandon.
I was just standing up because I saw.
He got her quick. He got her quick. I was like, oh.
No, I just.
Come on now.
Look, man. I'm gonna talk real quick.
Let's keep it real.
I just recently saw Birth of a Nation.
Yeah.
And Nat Turner, when he first saw his wife, he called her a queen. Now look, I'm from New Orleans. We got Cash Money. We had the Hot Boys when I was a kid. I listen to every rap song that y'all listen to. And I love rap music. But rap music is extremely demeaning to women. And at some point, you guys gotta realize, like you said, you're gonna have a child, whether it's a daughter or a son. You want someone to treat your daughter with respect. So then you gotta look at yourself in the mirror. How do you treat women? Everybody, you may have done something wrong. It's okay, but there is tomorrow. Change your mindset on how you treat women. Would this be the way you wanted somebody to treat your mom? And most of the time, it's not single dads. Everybody probably, not everybody, but a lot of, there's more single moms. So if your mom did all of this stuff for you, all of this stuff, and she's your real MVP, would she be proud of how you treat women? It's a real thought process. It takes you to, it actually touches you. Like how I'm talking right now, because it's important. Like I was a college athlete. I'm not saying nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So that's on that side. But there's also people like our president. Have y'all seen how Michelle is like? Michelle is the best first lady you've ever had.
Yeah.
And if you know their story, she really sacrificed a lot to help him in his journey. This president and first lady are the best we'll ever have. Hands down. He played basketball.
And he's a lefty. And he's a lefty.
He out here trying to like talk trash to people. Like everything that they've done is amazing. So there's the other side where you got to look at how you treat women, and then there's the other side of like if you treat them right, things of that nature, how you grow. So I just challenge you guys to just really think about it. And if everybody has their mother in their life today, if you all have phones, text her after this. I love you.
There was a story about the barbershop conversation, and the guys in the barbershop, and they were saying they were having a debate on, I guess, who is the most prolific Mac Daddy or pimp or whatever. And they said, well, a man who can handle 2 women at the same time. And the guy's like, no. A man who can handle 3 women at the same time. No, a guy who can handle 4 women at the same time. And there was a guy, an older gentleman who was sitting in the corner, he says, the most prolific thing that a man can do with a woman is to love one woman for the rest of her life. Wow. Keep her happy for the rest of her life. And I don't know about you, but I've seen a lot of bad marriages, and I've seen a few good marriages. But the good marriages I've seen a lot of my friends have their life improved by having someone by their side. By having someone to come home to and someone to support. It don't mean it's going to be perfect all the time, but having someone to be there for you. So don't get caught up in having 2, 3 women, 4 women. It's like having 19,000 apps open on your phone and saying, nah, this is going to drain your battery. This is going to drain your battery. Listen, I'll be honest with you. Been there, done that. You got to catch a body. I got to turn into a t-shirt, man. I'm going to take that. Having too many women is going to drain your battery and you catch a virus, basically. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to give you credit for that. So, right now, when I was in high school, hormones raging. They on 12. The stuff you see every day, I couldn't imagine being like that. But as you get older, You realize the more you focus on your skill, your foundation, your fundamentals, your craft, you want to direct all your energy into that. The quality of the woman is going to improve based on the quality of man you are.
Wow. Wow.
So if you're a Lamborghini and you want to date elite luxury cars, then you make sure you a luxury elite car. You don't go from a Lamborghini to an Escort, a Ford Escort. I don't know if y'all know that Corolla, or pre-owned Corolla. If you want to keep your quality level at a certain height, you got to make sure you surround yourself, men and women, in that same level. But once you get to that level, you want to make sure that you want to go back and pull other people up as well. And pull other people. I live in Mineral Pines. Crime happen there every day. But Miami Gardens, that's where I'm from. That's what I think. That's where I vote. I vote in Miami Gardens. That's where I vote. Because I know I got little boys and girls who I teach every single day. Every single day, they don't have a dad at home. They don't have a role model at home. So Mr. Jones is all they see. I'm the only person telling them you can do it. Tuck your shirt in, okay? Speak up, stop talking that slang in my classroom, and get your work done. When they go home, they don't have that. I had a dad, I had a stepdad, I had 4 uncles, and I had a grandfather. I had a starting team, I had a full squad of male role models. Some of you may not have that. Some of you may not have that. So back to the written question, we got 10 minutes. Any other panelists? Go ahead, Mike.
Coming up, being y'all age in high school, everybody want to be Don Juan. Everybody want to be a player, so to speak. And it took years later, reading some material, especially by women like Maya Angelou, to get into some of her books. And I'm a Muslim, and it's now a woman is held at very high esteem, no matter what they tell you. This is the earth, teacher of the kids, etc., etc. But when we were doing what we were doing to these girls, we thought we were doing something slick and putting notches on our belts. When these young ladies, you understand what I'm saying? They knew that what they had, they self, their body was precious. You understand what I'm saying? And they thought so much of you that they gave the most precious thing they felt they had to you because they liked you. But 9 times out of 10, in the player mentality, we treat what's very precious as nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is what music has taught. This is what society has taught. You may even get a clap on the back from an older cat. Well, how many girlfriends you got? How many times you were asked that when you was a little boy? Well, how many girlfriends you got? So it didn't just come out of nowhere. These type of behaviors are reinforced. I say that to say this, that when this girl devalues herself every time she like another boy, and he played her, that's another little chip off of her. So whereas her value was 1,000, if everybody taking some of her value every time they go in it, and she starts to get, when she get empty and feel that she's nothing, you know, we are the ones, we want to call her a hoe, but we made her a hoe. You understand what I'm saying? I know dudes that have children from women, but when she wise up and stop letting you use her for sex, now you want to call her a hoe. But you know who made her a hoe first? You understand what I'm saying? You don't want to take care of your kids because the baby mama ain't putting out. Ain't that what you do with a hoe? I'ma trade money for your sex. You understand what I'm saying? Or I'ma treat you like something only because you having sex. But then when you refuse to have sex with me, I'ma treat you any kind of way and put you out there to the door. You know what we call dudes who do that? Them is suckers. You gonna spray a girl or you gonna put her down because she using, exercising her dignity. She might have made a bad choice before, but now she chooses to do different. And what you do, even though she's not that, if you tell everybody she bad, and now we got social media, which makes it even worse. You know what I'm saying? That's just not cool. What happens between you and a female, and I'm gonna give y'all some good game now. Some real good game. Back in the day, we called it kissing and telling. You understand what I'm saying? What happened between you and a female should be like that. Between y'all two. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this. No matter what it is y'all indulging in out here, whether it be sex, hanging out with your homies, or whatever. All we came here for today is to have y'all to operate your life from a standpoint of knowledge and not from knowledge. See, because in life you pay for the things. Somebody want a haircut from me, they ain't coming because they can cut hair. They coming to me because they can't cut hair. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not coming to him as a realtor because I know how to find a house myself. I'm coming to him for his expertise. I want to sit at home until all the particulars are done, and then he calls me and tells me when to come home. I'm not coming to coach because I know how to play basketball. I'm coming to him because I don't know how to play basketball. So a wise thing that was told to me is, when you don't know a thing, it's very simple. Go ask those that know. It ain't even that hard. Ask those that know. If you got a question about something with sex, man, you feeling funny, anything, man, find somebody responsible at your school like the brother right here. Find the brother right here. Find the brother right here. Talk to them, they'll talk back. You get on their nerves a little something, but when it's serious, I know these people, they gonna talk back to you. They gonna help you with your problem. But the worst thing you can do is either internalize it and don't ask the question, or go ask your homeboy, who in order to look cool, he gonna tell you some crap that may or may not even be true. Because he don't know. He ain't mad enough to tell you, dog, I don't know. Let's go ask Mr. Harrison. Or let's call Mr. Mike. He said call him. He goes, phone number, let's call him and ask him. And at times in my life, I wish I had that. Somebody that I could ask little things of, little questions of. When it came to girls, when it came to sex. You know what I'm saying? If you really love a female, how do you deal with it? And like he said, one of the first questions was, how do you deal with rejection and failure when it comes to the female gender? What if you really, really, really like a girl and she really, really don't like you? How do you deal with it? Do you bash her on Facebook? You know, it's even breakup violence. I'm learning these things. I'm from the old school when we didn't do this stuff. But nowadays, from what I understand, people break up and they put sex videos up and naked pictures. And, you know, they just go through a whole thing in a breakup. So I'm just hoping that you guys are better gentlemen when it comes to that. I've been married before. I'm not married now, but I'm in a committed relationship. And when it's good, it's great. It's the best thing you ever gonna have. But if you're a Lamborghini and you go get a Pinto, you gonna be in trouble. You understand what I'm saying? So you got a date on your level, so to speak. And when you meet a lady, a woman that really is a woman, and you get to appreciate what a woman is. You understand? 'Cause a lot of y'all have been with a woman, but you don't really know a woman until you wake up and go to bed with her, wake up and go to bed with her, wake up and go to bed with her, wake up and go to bed with her. You understand what I'm saying? Then you know that woman. But if y'all just dating around and seeing each other like that, you know of her. You ain't gonna know her
Until you know her.
every day. Again, man, I thank y'all, man. I got love for y'all and I don't know y'all. But one thing about it, I know your struggle. I know your reality, what you living with. You know what I'm saying? Because I did before. I've been your age before. You have not been mine. I hope, y'all got something today that is a benefit to you. You know what I mean? And if you got questions, again, side. Go to your counselor, go to Mr.
No, I know it may sound funny, but girls fight these days. Like, I've seen videos on YouTube, you know, people scratching stuff, so let someone know. A girl who's not really there all the way mentally, emotionally, those ones you gotta be very careful of. You know, don't take anything lightly, all right? So, yeah, so just talk to an adult, her parents.